let's right. So let's just say it was, yeah. Great. I know that you're the sexist, not me. Because it was like, yeah, but well, right. You know, because I wanted to put him down to be a better artist. Basically, right. And with that example, you gave us on the streets.
Does it work from does it still work? Do we feel love you by going at that the same thing? Or does it have to be
You know what? Even if you were going to be sarcastic and ironic, I think you should still act as though it was personal in order to leave this kind of stuff. Right?
Yeah. So let's just say it was
So let's right. So let's just say it was yeah. Great. I know that you're the sexist, not me. Because it was like, yeah, but well, right. You know, because I wanted to put him down to be a better artist. Basically, right. And with that example, you gave us on the streets.
does it work from does it still work? Do we feel love you by going at that the same thing? Or does it have to be
you know what? Even if you were going to be sarcastic and ironic, I think you should still act as though it was personal in order to leave this kind of stuff. Right?
Yeah. So let's just say it was
So let's right. So let's just say it was yeah. Great. I know that you're the sexist, not me. Because it was like, yeah, but well, right. You know, because I wanted to put him down to be a better artist. Basically, right. And with that example, you gave us on the streets.
does it work from
Hi, friends. Hi, hi. Thanks for tuning in. How do I say your name? Is it Weiss or Wise? I'm not sure, but hello, welcome. We are gonna play the Stanley Parable. It's the new one, the Ultra Deluxe version. I'm excited. I played the first one and I really loved it, so I've been wanting to play this so bad. Okay, let's see. I'm not too sure what to do for the audio. I guess that's an okay volume. I might change it, depending on how it goes. Hmm. Oh, I think your messages were delayed. I'm just now getting all of them. Yeah. Okay. Let's just jump into it, I guess.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Hi, Jet. Thank you.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor at his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job.
Oh, this game is so good.
Was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He was at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So far, this is just like the first game, so I'm excited about what's different. Oh my gosh.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
You know, this game is a little bit more spooky than what I normally do, but I like it. Got a lot of good humor in it.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Oh my gosh. Should I listen or should I do whatever I want? I don't know. Oh. we're just gonna go crazy.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Just to admire it.
Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
Oh, and crouch. Give.
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Oh boy. No. One second. Let me see the controls. Simplified controls. Huh. So can I jump? It seems like when I hit space I can't jump, but... Oh. I just got an achievement that says you can't jump.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Oh. This feels weird. Oh my gosh. Has it always looked like this? It's been years since I played this game.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing in your trust in someone else
Let's see if
is
I can
difficult,
do
but
this.
the fact is that the story has been about... But in
Oh,
his eagerness
no.
to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do,
Man.
Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
Man, that's weird because normally I can like jump and go onto that like walkway, I think. But I couldn't this time. Okay. I think I can close this door.
But Stanley simply couldn't handle the pressure. What if he had to make a decision? What if a crucial outcome fell under his responsibility? He had never been trained for that. No. This couldn't go anywhere except badly. The thing to do now, Stanley thought to himself, is to wait. Nothing will hurt me. Nothing will break me. In here I can be happy forever. I will be happy. Stanley waited. Hours passed, then days. Had years gone by? He no longer had the ability to tell. But the one thing he knew for sure, beyond any doubt, was that if he waited long enough, the answers would come. Eventually, someday, they would arrive. Soon, very soon now, this will end. He will be spoken to. He will be told what to do. Now it's just a little bit closer. Now it's even closer. Here it comes.
Okay. Well, that's 2 endings. This game's not really good for chatting while I play, but oh
All
well.
his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
There's like a secret with this computer. I don't know what it is, but... Oh yeah, before I loaded up this game and started streaming, it asked me a few random questions, like what time it is, and have I played this game before? And I'm wondering how that like impacts my game.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay, Let's see what happens when we follow the directions. We'll just go ahead and get that one out of the way. Because then, like, who knows what else we can do after that.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
This slideshow is so funny. Charts and slides. Yeah. Oh, it's the broom closet. Oh my god.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
Oh. Okay. I'm getting distracted.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Boop, 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 boop. Extreme bathrooms. Oh, I can't even hardly read it. Bath guy testifies in the trial of the century. I'm really glad that this game is working well with my VTuber. Strategy. What is this? Was this here before? What? Oh my god. Okay. This is new. I know it's new, but, okay, so fine.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, what dark secret was being held from him. What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him, and so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
Wow, okay. 2, 8.
Stanley
4,
just sat around twiddling his thumbs.
I got it.
By simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Wow. Okay. The only reason I'm not scared is because I know this game isn't really that scary. It's just kind of weird. But it sure looks spooky.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Whoa.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Man, this game was a lot spookier than I remember. Or maybe I'm just more a baby now.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens.
Wow.
What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
There's probably a video somewhere comparing the graphics and like what details are new. I'm honestly not sure what all's new.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
That's his office right there. Okay. Elevator.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Oh, that's fine.
No, he refused to believe it.
No need to chat. You can just hang out. Employee pirate.
Never. It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Oh.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Wow. All right. Turning it off, baby.
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over? Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him. For it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door. Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his
Wowie.
the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of
Phantom Selkie, thank you for following.
This was exactly the way. Right
Welcome
now,
to the Valpal Club.
things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
Yay. Very cute, very wholesome. Beat the game achievement. Okay. So, I'm assuming that a lot of the same stuff is in here that's in the first game. Oh, I see. Well, Silky, I'm glad you
All
could
this
join
focus
us.
was gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I don't know if you guys are familiar with this game, but I really like it. Boop.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Oh.
Wow. Yes, this room. What a beautiful room. What a gorgeous, gorgeous room. Thank goodness Stanley had taken this detour on his way to the meeting room. Life without having experienced this room was now too horrible even to consider.
I love the sarcasm.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Oh.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Okay. Is it not possible to go over there? You would think it is. I can't jump no more.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here.
Maybe I gotta wait till it like goes over this.
I realize that investing in your
Yeah,
trust in
okay,
someone
okay.
else can be difficult.
Okay, we got
The
this.
fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you forgot. What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance. Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
Okay. We're just not gonna listen to him.
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door. I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door. All right, fine, go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you. You see? There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth
Yes.
ruining the entire story I'd written out specifically for you? Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing, because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made
I
you
love
think?
this ending. It's one of my favorite endings.
Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far. Tell you what, let me take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback. There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin.
Whee! Wall. Ceiling.
Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here.
I'm gonna give it a 4.
Okay, so we're getting somewhere. Clearly there's something here that speaks to you. If I can be honest here, I really don't have any idea where I'm going with this. This whole third door thing was just a stab in the dark. But I guess you're into it, so let's keep this party train rolling. Here,
Yeah.
based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
Woo! I think this would be so cool if it was like real, but I mean, it looks pretty real regardless. Is that how long I've been playing this? Friends list empty. Oh, jeez. Friends list empty, head empty. Gosh golly.
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please. Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting. You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you? Perfect. Let me boot it up. In this game, the baby
Oh,
crawls
jeez.
left towards danger.
Oh,
You click the
no.
button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you
Oh
give it
my
4
God.
hours of play to make sure it's effective? Be sure to keep notes on your experience.
Oh, jeez. Oh, this is annoying. I'm sorry.
You heartless bastard. Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me? Because if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out, I'm done. It's over. Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game? Just to ease the pain. Let's see. What do we have here? Yes, this seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
Sorry, I just spilled some juice.
Fascinating. What do you think this
Whoa.
game is about, Stanley? What's our backstory?
Oh
What
my
is our
God, is this
motivation?
Firewatch?
Well, it
I
seems
love this
obvious to
game.
me that you are meant to play as a creepy man spying on innocent civilians below you from up high in your
Oh my God, that's
perhaps for
incredible.
some sort of twisted erotic purpose. Yes, that must be it.
Oh
What a
my
fascinating
God.
venture into the experience of total mental depravity. So far, I love everything about this game, Stanley. And it seems there's even more. Come, let's venture outward and see what else is out there.
Oh my God. I was totally expecting what's in the first game. Oh God, make models lagging. Whoops. Oh. Yeah, I was totally expecting when he brings you to Minecraft in the first game, but oh, Firewatch. This is amazing. It looks so pretty.
Oh no. No, it can't be.
I never did play Firewatch. I watched a YouTuber play it, but it's a great game.
It is. It's an open world game. Good God, quickly block it off.
No!
Thank goodness, Stanley. What a close call. You nearly wandered off into that thing. Big, open, just wandering around. No right or wrong directions. No path to follow. You can just go in any... Oh, thank heavens we avoided it. We're out in the woods now, Stanley. Okay, I'm going to get us out of here. Let's find another game. Preferably something with walls. Something with nice, big, insurmountable walls.
Oh.
Okay, I think this will be just the thing.
Ooh. Oh my god.
See, this is exactly what I had in mind. Just a nice big box for you to run around in. There isn't any possibility that you could
Heck
get lost
yeah.
here. Now this is game design. Stanley, if you manage to get lost in this game, I will be phenomenally impressed.
Wow.
Okay, so what exactly do we do here? Let's see. There are lots of cars here in the back, but obviously there's no racetrack. Okay, I'm seeing that there's a ball of some kind back here. Is this game sports ball? Stanley, I think it's sports ball. Oh, what
Sports
fun.
ball.
We shall run the bases and do a touchdown together? Yes, I think surely we must. Okay, Stanley, here's the ball. Have fun.
Oh my god. It's huge. Oh wow. That's so cool. Oh my god.
Are you doing it? Are you winning? Is this fun? Is it better than my miserable little story that I worked so hard on? Stanley, I have a thought.
Oh
And I
my
realize I'm
god.
not a sportsologist, but if one ball generates a certain amount of raw adrenal pleasure, then surely multiple balls makes for an even more euphoric sports experience. I'm going to try it out. Here comes another ball. Yes! Oh goodness, that really does feel amazing, doesn't it? Stanley, I'm like a child in a confectionery shop. I simply have to have more. I'm insatiable. More balls!
Oh. Oh my god. Mr. Narrator, I cannot handle all this. I am lagging.
Are you enjoying this, Stanley? Are you having fun? Is this a real video game? Well, I sure hope you're having a good time, because guess what? It's over. That's right. Your little fun comes to an end.
No.
This is my game, and what I say goes. You get to have fun when I let you, Stanley. Besides, you need someone like me to set boundaries for you. Without rules or boundaries, video games are nothing. Yes, that's what I am. I'm structure. I'm your sense of purpose. And since you decided you didn't want to play my game, now I don't want to play with you either. So, goodbye, Stanley. I'm leaving. See how you'd like it when I'm not around to set the rules. Somehow, I don't think you'll enjoy it as much. But who knows? You're an inventive kid. You'll come up with something. After all, you're the one who knows best. Take care, Stanley.
Okay. Bye. Yes. Now what do I do? Is he gonna come back? Or do I get to play? Or I don't know what to do. Can I go in here? Oh, no I cannot. The details are really cool. It's very pretty. Do you think there's a quality? Okay, I can lower the quality. Thank you for rating. Every little bit helps. Oh my gosh, is there anything I do now, or do I just leave? I'm confused. It's one of those. Oh, yeah, that's right. I have to like jump into a hole.
Hold on. What are you doing? Stanley, don't do that. I can't follow you there. I can't help you. How will you write a story without me? You can't do it. You know that. Stanley, come back.
Oh, jeez. Oh, God. Wow. Oh, gosh. It's intimidating. I've literally played this before, but I'm like, oh, so nervous. Okay. I am 427. Yep, down this hallway. Okay, okay, what do I do in here? Anything? Nope, didn't seem like it.
I wonder what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice, and if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end, to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world. Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon. Very soon. I can wait.
Oh, that was so fun. That was totally worth it. Let's see here. This jump thing is a sham. This is random, but IRL, I'm drinking this Japanese soft drink called Ramune. Have you guys tried it? They're really good. I'm having the Hawaiian blue flavor. It's a carbonated fruity beverage.
Someone was following Stanley. He was sure of it. If he checked over his shoulder now, he would surely catch them.
Oh
it was
my
only
God.
a matter of time.
You can't say that, narrator. You can't do me like that. I have an anxiety disorder. Oh. Oh, this is weird. They didn't do that in the first game. Friendly reminder from Stream Elements. Feel free to join my Discord. New content. Oh man. Do I go through the door? Or should I ignore it? Oh my god. Well, of course I gotta go through it, right? It's new content.
Oh, new content? What does that mean, new content?
I don't know. We gotta go see. Oh my gosh. Oh, this game, you guys. You never know what you're gonna get.
Hello, and thank you for playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. As you may know, the Stanley Parable was a video game released in 2013
Oh my
on
god.
home computers. After receiving critical and commercial success, it was expanded upon in 2022 with the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, a reimagining of the game for consoles and home computers.
Oh my god.
The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe features features exciting new content that broadens and expands the world of the Stanley Parable, delighting audiences the world over. Please, step inside and see what thrilling new adventures await in the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Oh, well, this sounds delightful.
Yeah.
I'm very excited to see the thrilling new Ultra Deluxe content.
Oh man, you guys are hyping me up.
Okay, so far it's an elevator. Nothing special yet, but I'm sure it's just the beginning of a mesmerizing adventure.
Oh, it's not gonna move, is it?
Is it broken? What's going on here? Should we be moving somewhere else? Oh, there we go. All right, finally, at long last, it's on to the new content. I've never been more ready. Let's do it.
Oh.
I have to say, initial impressions of Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, mostly tedious. It's as if, oh, okay. Let's see the content. Give me the content, Stanley.
Oh man. The jump circle. What?
All right, let's see. It's the jump circle.
Oh, y'all are cruel. Oh, you can only jump in the jump circle. Amazing. Anything else?
Is that it? Surely that's not all the new content. There has to be something else, right?
That's all the jump. That's all the. But I can't jump anymore. Oh no. That was it. You get 36 jumps. No more, no less. Wow. Okay.
Goodness. Another elevator. Stanley, I have to say, initial impressions of this game are not positive. It's just elevators and jumping. Is this what passes for exciting new content? If this is new content, then I could just read you the whole dictionary. There's 20 hours of new content right there. Hell, I could count to 30 trillion. You could put that on the box. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, now with over 1,000 hours of new content. And oh wait, there's more. Very good. Yes, I knew there had to be something else. Let's see it. I'm ready for whatever it is.
All right.
That's it? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. You see, Stanley? This is what happens when greedy video game developers with no respect for their fan base rush a cheap expansion to market for no reason other than
It's
to
true.
make an easy dollar. And don't get me started on the level of craftsmanship that's gone into it. In fact, I'm looking right now at the game's achievements, and it's hard to believe one of them actually says, "Test achievement, please ignore." What quality assurance department signed off on this? I'm infuriated and I'm offended, and I intend to find these people on Twitter and hold them
Oh my
personally
gosh.
accountable. It's my fault, Stanley. I built up too much anticipation around the new content, I'm afraid. It could never have lived up to such expectations. If you're still with me, why don't we just reset the game and we'll try to get back to what the Stanley Parable is really about. No frills, no gimmicks. Just you and me having a great time together like always. What do you say, friend?
Oh. Oh my god. What? Oh, now I'm confused. Now the structure of the game as I know it is unstable. Oh, Oh, shoot.
Come over here. In the vent.
Oh my
I
god.
want to show you something.
Oh my god. Do I actually do that, or do I go this way? Does that continue? Or... Oh. Oh, heck it. Oh, heck it, you guys. We're going in. Oh. Oh. Oh, I don't know about this. Oh.
Okay, you remember how cheap and unsatisfying the new Ultra Deluxe content turned out to be? Well, it got me thinking about the past and how much better the Stanley Parable used to be. So I made something special and tucked it away here where the game's developers won't find it. Just our little secret.
Oh my gosh. What in the Skyrim? Oh my god. Oh, I don't know if I can handle this.
I call it the Memory Zone. It's where I've been storing all my favorite memories
Oh my
so I can
god.
relive the peak experiences of my life whenever I want. Experiences like the launch of the Stanley Parable on PC.
I appreciate your support, chat. Wow. So pretty. The memory zone.
You see, Stanley, doesn't the Memory Zone remind you of how wonderful Stanley Parable was before it was sullied with a cheap re-release? Remember back in October of 2013, when the game originally launched? Back then, video games had integrity. Back then, it all meant something. Oh, the waste.
Oh god, I remember playing this. I was 13 that year. It's crazy. 2013. Oh my god. I'm gonna cry. Oh. Good times, guys. Two good times. Yeah, literally good times. Okay. Ooh. Hmm. I like actually looking at all the little details. Wowie. Deals tough choice. Little Stanley. Oh. This feels so cozy. Very cottagecore.
And over here is where I keep reviews of the Stanley Parable. Like this stunning triumph of games journalism, 10 out of 10 from Destructoid.com. James Stephanie Sterling writes, and I quote, "Where so many games that aspire to be more than games end up less than any form of art, Stanley Parable strives and then succeeds to be every game ever created." Did you hear that, Stanley? Every game ever created. That's how grand and all-encompassing the original Stanley Parable was. It was literally every game ever created. It was Skyrim, it was Persona 3, it was all of them, and now it's nothing. It's no games at all. It isn't even the Stanley Parable anymore. It's just a husk now. A lifeless husk with an hour of new elevator content.
I don't know whether to laugh or take him seriously. Oh, yeah, the portal bit. That was a good one. And the Minecraft bit. Do I go down here? Oh, there's so much to do. Personally. Kinda wanna look down here. I guess I can't. I don't know. I really appreciate the meta commentary.
Here's another moving passage, this time from GameSpot.com. The Stanley Parable is both a richly stimulating commentary on the nature of choice in games, and one that offers some of the most enjoyable, surprising, and rewarding choices I've ever been confronted with in a game. 9 out of 10. Don't you get it, Stanley? The game was perfect. It didn't need anything else. It didn't need new content. It just needed to be left alone, to spend the rest of time collecting dust in the hallowed hall of beloved video game memories.
I'm glad you're still here.
But I wouldn't give to go back to have it all over again.
Oh.
Wait, hang on. I don't recall this part of the memory zone before. What's this? What's down here?
Wow. Oh, golly.
Oh no. Oh God, no. Stanley, it's a collection of reviews from Steam, the online video game distributor. I haven't looked at these in years. I can't even imagine what's been collecting down here. Surely these reviews were glowing as well, weren't they?
Oh, Lord have mercy. Oh my God, is that a real review?
Honestly, I could not be bothered to play this game to full completion. The narrator is obnoxious and unfunny, with his humor and dialogue proving to be more irritating than entertaining. Unfunny! I'm not trying to be funny. I'm trying to make a serious work of art. I suppose I could write up a handful of gags to insert into the Stanley Parable, but the game is already such a densely layered web of profound philosophical insights that I can't even imagine where I'd have the room to stick them.
Wow. This just feels so powerful. Like this game really is art, honestly. The visual representation of reviews of your work. Oh, the rain. That's nice.
Okay, let's see what this one says. While the idea for the game is good, for someone who prefers non-linear games, this preachiness gets annoying fast. Preachy? Stanley, I'm not preachy, am I? You can tell me if I'm preachy. Honestly, you can. Oh, goodness. This is actually quite shocking for me. Well, to be honest, I had always thought of the game's dialogue as being rather terse to begin with. You can't know how much fluff I cut from the game to get it to feel as light and airy as it... Well, I always thought it did. But maybe it wasn't. Oh dear. What an awful memory to have to hold on to. These black marks are my otherwise unimpeachable track record. I feel like a failure. Like I let these people down. Perhaps the Stanley Parable isn't quite as sterling as I always remembered. What's this one got to say? You constantly have to stop doing anything so the narrator can catch up with his long-winded
Oh my
explanations
God.
of what's happening. I wish there was a skip button.
That's so true.
Skip button. Well, yes. Yes, I think we can do that. If I'm truly too preachy, then maybe letting you skip ahead for just a moment, surely it couldn't hurt. Not if it means we can strike these negative reviews from the record. Only positive reviews of the Stanley Parable. That's my motto today, and it's always been my motto. I'd do anything for the customer, Stanley. Yes, a skip button we shall have.
Oh. All right.
And here it is. Go ahead and give it a shot. I'll pop you forward in time so that the second my incessant droning starts to bore you, with just the push of a button, you'll have zipped right past it. It's what the players have been asking for, and I'm very proud to have delivered. No more listening to me rambling on and on and on. No, 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 no. The Stanley Parable is a game for the people. And if the people want silence, then by goodness, that's what they're going to
I kind of want to listen to him talk.
Waiting for me to shut up. Go ahead and make me shut up. Here, we'll pretend that I've just begun an interminable monologue, and it goes something like this. The story and the choices, or what have you, and therefore by becoming it is.
Oh my God.
Until inevitably, we all until the end of time, at which time everything all at once. So, now you see, blah 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 blah. We've eaten too much and it can't be just yet. No, until 245. That the logic of elimination working backwards, the deduction
Is me sitting here listening, entertaining for you guys.
for nearly 10,000 years, until just yesterday, here and there, forward and back, and never a moment before lunchtime. It can't be. It's the only thing there is. How many billions left until so much more than forever ago? Which is why I say, the story and the choices, or what have you, and therefore by becoming it is, so on and so forth, until inevitably we all until the end.
Oh, is he gonna repeat himself now? Okay.
Oh, you're back, you see? You were only frozen in time for a few minutes, but it was plenty of time for me to deliver a long, rambling monologue full of unnecessary verbal flourishes and lengthy ruminations on the nature of choice in video games. Of course, I happen to believe it was perhaps one of my more profound such ruminations. Not that, of course, you need a description of it, but if I had to describe it, I'd say it was perhaps less of a rumination. Well there, sport. You really did catch me rambling on a bit, didn't you? But that's the power of the button. The minute I start to go off on a thoughtless display of self-absorption, it's right at your fingertips to go poof, and it's all over. Oh, I can't wait to see what Cookie 9 will say about this.
Cookie 9.
Of their Steam review, or at least change some of the wording, perhaps. To be honest, I don't even know if one can change their review in the first place. I guess I should become better educated on exactly how Steam works. Perhaps that would have been the smart thing to check on before I went about this whole exercise of making the skip button.
Oh, Lord.
Imagine that after seeing this Okay, welcome back, Stanley. Now, I should say that the amount of time the button has been skipping through is becoming longer and longer. That last one was, well, I want to say maybe 30, 45 minutes? It's not unendurable by any means, but it's, well, there's really only so much I can ramble on to myself about. I know, it's shocking, isn't it? But at any rate, I do suggest that we not press the button again. I think the skip button has been aptly demonstrated, and we can
Stable stream. Yeah, it's a good joke.
How do we get out of here? Where did the door go? Wasn't there a door that led into this?
Oh my God, there's no door.
I feel quite certain that there was one here before. How else would we have gotten into the room in the first place? I don't think one can enter a room without a door of some sort, or a window or something like that. Do you see a window anywhere? A porthole? A sufficiently large crack in the wall? I'll take any of these. All I want is for us to move on and to please step away from the skip button, to go anywhere other than the skip button. There was a door here before.
Yes, I get the joke.
Where did it go?
It's pretty good.
Just ram your way through a wall? Is there any possibility that you could, say, slam your body into the wall until enough damage is done for you to be able to leave? Please, I'll take any option at all. I'm asking you to work with me here.
Oh, Lord.
We... Stanley, please don't push the button again. It's been 12 hours. You've just been frozen there. I don't know why the skips are getting longer, but they're really, truly getting longer. And my God, there's no way out of the room. Stanley, the door is gone. It's completely gone. I've looked at it from every angle. I've checked every one of those walls 1,000 times. And there's no door, Stanley. There's no door. There's just you. Oh, Stanley. You're back. You're back. Oh, my goodness. I have someone to talk to again. Stanley, I think it's been a week. Or 2 weeks. I've been sitting here all that time. Just sitting here. Not a single person to speak with. And you'd think that that's just how it's always been, right? Me talking and you saying nothing. Would you think that it's exactly the same as always? Doesn't that feel like what we've already been doing? Me just talking? But it isn't, Stanley. It isn't the same at all. It isn't even close. Because I know you can't hear me once you push that button. That's what I'm realizing now, Stanley. I'm realizing that I needed to know that someone was listening. I needed there to be a vessel through which my words were moving. It was the vessel I needed, Stanley. Not the outcomes, not the story. None of that matters anymore. I'll give it all up. I'll give up every branching path. I'll burn my story to the ground. One single thing I need, and God, I can see now that I need it more than anything, is to know that someone else is taking it in. These words that I'm saying, I need to know. Oh, hello, it's you. You're here again. Welcome. I have had time to think about you and about us and about everything we've been through. I've had so much time, I stopped keeping track after a year. Have you ever sat down in one place and not moved for one entire year? Let me describe it for you. To begin with, there is only regret. There is
Oh,
only the
goodness
tangible
gracious.
I felt nothing at all but regret for the longest time, Stanley. Days, months. I lost it all in a blur of the deepest longing to undo the past. And when that feeling had begun to subside, what took its place is what I can only describe as the collapse of every moment I have ever experienced my entire life. All of them collapsed down into a single instant. In that instant, I could see myself clearly, calmly, with a collected heart. It was an impossible...
I don't know how long to listen before I skip.
I was consumed by it. I could do nothing but wallow in it for what...
Oh. Oh. Is there still no door around here? He's gone. He is silent. Okay, well, let's just go again. Oh, oh god. Oh, that's a smoke detector alarm. Oh god. Oh, I hate that. Oh no. Oh, skip that.
But they didn't understand the game was never meant to be funny. It was meant to have a point. It was meant to speak to the human condition. But where are the jokes? Where are the jokes? They bemoaned, they screamed, they gnashed their teeth and said, entertain us. It wasn't enough. They had to leave a pathetic little thumbs-down review and make all of their pitiful demands. But then, he's talking too much, they said. First, he didn't entertain us, now he won't shut up. It's the inconsistency, it's the lack of accountability. It's the unwillingness to examine with an uncompromising heart the words that they are speaking.
Oh.
The end is never the end, 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 is never
Oh my.
the end, is never 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 the end.
Poor tree. Oh, it's raining. Oh, do you have to go to school or something? Or like soon or... Oh my. It's falling apart. light. I still can't get out though. Oh, that's so pretty. Do it again. Do it again. Oh. Oh, it's gone. Oh, oh Lord. um. Oh. Oh, I hate that. Oh, it's giving me chills. Oh. Can I get out this way? Whoa. Oh my. Can I press the skip button anymore? No. Okay. Weird. Oh my god. Oh my god, you guys, that was so long.
I can't wait to tell this story to my co-workers, Stanley thought. How amusing they'll find it. Oh, won't we all just laugh and laugh at the time I thought everyone had gone missing.
Oh. Oh god. Oh, I don't have the emotional bandwidth. Is there actually new content through the previous paths also? Or like, do I actually just need to go through the new content or... I like, wanna look this up, but I also just wanna enjoy it in the moment.
Oh good, you noticed my sign. I have something very exciting to show you.
Okay. Okay, Mr. Narrator. Show me what you got this time.
You see, Stanley, I've been reflecting on the Stanley parable and about how roundly disappointing this ultra-deluxe version has turned out to be. The original Stanley parable was a landmark, and any new content for it should live up to that legacy. So forget this ultra-deluxe nonsense. I say we take
Wacka wacka doo doo.
even further. Which is
Hi,
why
welcome
I'm
to
very
stream.
proud to announce for the first time ever, the Stanley Parable 2.
Oh boy.
Yes, you see, isn't this far superior to a measly re-release with a few minor additions? Think of all the new territory we'll cover with a fully fledged sequel. An entirely new experience, built from the ground up. Why, there are so many possibilities. It could go in so many different directions. This is what fans have truly been asking for.
I mean, honestly, that's what I was looking for.
It's just so much catchier than Ultra Deluxe, don't you think? Ultra Deluxe? What does it even mean? But the Stanley Parable 2, now that's an artistic statement right there. It's future-oriented. It screams progress and innovation and long-term franchising potential.
Okay, I'm not sure how to pronounce your username. Sluggius? Thank you for following. I appreciate that. Oh, this looks so pretty. They're back. 2 doors. I feel like this is kind of like poking fun at the way people design sequels. I don't know. As a graphic designer, I think it's kind of funny. Free snacks. I don't think there are any snacks around here, but we got chill stream. Chill stream time. Oh my gosh.
Now, to be clear, I haven't quite nailed down what exactly the Stanley Parable 2 is going to be, but let's take a look at some of the features I've been developing for it. I figure that if I can loosely organize a handful of interesting concepts, that surely the game will sort of naturally spring up around them. It'll all work itself out. Game development is much more of a fuzzy magic than anything scientific or logical, really. This way to the show floor. Ooh. Fancy schmancy. Can't wait to see it. Oh, that looks cool too. Here we are. Go on, try out some of the new features.
The reassurance bucket. Merch. Oh my goodness. Oh. Okay. Enjoy your breakfast, slug. See you later. Oh my gosh.
For the Stanley Parable 2, I asked myself, what do players really want? And of course, the first and most obvious answer is that they want to be individually recognized and validated as people. So with that in mind, my first addition to the game is this button which speaks the name of the person playing the game. Isn't that wonderful?
I don't know about that.
Jim. Sorry, I should have clarified. Right now, the button only says the name Jim. But of course, in the final game, this button will say your name, whatever name that is. Here, let's have you role-play as Jim to really simulate the full experience of this feature. Just play along. I promise you'll love it. Okay, here we go. Let's take a deep breath, clear your mind, forget whoever you are, and simply become a person named Jim. I want you to imagine yourself living as Jim, sleeping and waking as Jim, falling in love and being heartbroken as Jim, seizing all of the world's possibilities as Jim, and as Jim watching your dreams crumble into dust. Do you feel it deeply? Are you really, truly Jim right now? If so, then please step forward and press the button.
All right.
Jim. Yes, you see? What a thrill, what a rush. That was you. The button described you. Do it again, do it again.
Oh my gosh.
Jim. It hits even harder the second time. If this were the only new feature in the Stanley Parable 2, it would still be worth the money. Let's take a break from the Jim button. I'm too emotionally drained from all of this personal validation.
I don't know how I felt about that.
I suppose I could allow only people named Jim to play the Stanley Parable 2. That would actually save me the work of finishing this feature.
That's true.
A common complaint of the Stanley Parable was that it was confusing and paradoxical, that it engendered a chaotic sense of reckless despair in those who played it. Well, I'm happy to say that after much consideration, I've engineered a clever solution to this fundamental problem with the game. It's the Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket. You see,
Oh my
Stanley,
gosh.
anytime you're holding the bucket, a sense of calm and ease will fill your mind and your heart. It's true. As long as you hold on to the bucket, the many disorienting contradictions of the Stanley Parable will feel perfectly normal and perhaps even comforting. You may even come to long for the gentle embrace of jarring cognitive dissonance while the bucket is in your arms. And to be honest, it's a much more convenient solution for me than actually redesigning the game to be less uncomfortable. Can you imagine what a pain in the ass that would be? Yes, the bucket is the perfect solution. Come on, give it a try.
BRB, gotta hold my emotional support bucket.
Can you feel it?
What a weirdo.
The glow of comfort, even in the face of crushing despair, must already be sweeping through your body. And in fact, can I say that I do believe the bucket lends you an air of charisma as well? I think that just holding it has made you the slightest bit more attractive as a person. The benefits of the bucket seem to go on and on, don't they? All this and more await you in the Stanley Parable 2.
Wow. Do I just get to carry it now? Oh boy. Alright. Come on, Mr. Bucket.
Does anyone give out awards for most enjoyable bucket in a video game? That really should be an award if it isn't already.
Oh. Weird. So weird.
Okay, I'll be honest, I haven't yet decided on this one. I think that in the new version, the office could use a bit of decoration, like balloons. But I'm undecided on Get Well Someday and Happy 12th Birthday. Which would you go with?
I don't know. How do I... Am I supposed to make a decision? Oh, okay. It's over here. Gosh. You know, that is a bit of a toughie. I mean, I feel like this one makes more sense, but this one's more silly. I'm gonna pick the weird one.
You know, sometimes when you solicit another person's opinion, it makes you realize that you knew which one you actually really wanted all along. Get Well Someday it is.
Oh my gosh.
Or actually, maybe I should have gone with... No, I've made my decision. We're moving on.
Get well someday. That was it? Okay. That's fine.
You know what? Let's bring the jump circle back for Stanley Parable 2 as well. It's a... Oh, wait. You already spent all your jumps the first time we saw the jump circle? Oh well. I suppose it can just be a nice decorative piece then.
Yeah, I guess so. Okay. Cool, you're so here. Sorry, I'm not saying too much. I'm immersed in the game. And I'm a little tired too. Just a little bit sleepy.
Stanley, here's an idea that I'm truly fond of. It's never been done before in a video game. This is in fact a hole that you can fall down forever. That's right. Infinite falling. You can fall until the end of time if you like. A stunning leap forward for video games as a medium.
I don't know if I should jump into it or not. I'm afraid it's gonna mess something up if I do.
You see, isn't it wonderful? One of my more ingenious concoctions, if I do say so. Now then, since you've gotten to see the infinite hole, you can press the teleport button to pop back up to the top, and we can continue onward.
Oh, okay.
Now, I don't mean to be a bummer, but I do recommend you use the teleport button to go back to the top. Maybe do it on the sooner rather than later spectrum of things.
Is it not actually infinite? Sir?
Okay, Stanley. I don't know quite how to say this tactfully, but it's possible that I slightly exaggerated the infinite.
Oh my god.
Is it a very, very deep hole? To be certain it is. It's an extremely deep hole. I don't want anyone to say that it isn't an astonishingly deep hole. It is. Is it infinite? Well, that sort of depends on your definition of infinity. From one perspective, the infinite is merely philosophical in nature. It's more of a... Okay, well, good for you. You found the bottom of the hole. You found me out, Stanley. I'm a liar and a cheat, and you're so clever. Look, I think the issue here is just that you're unusually fascinated by falling. What normal person actually wants to fall infinitely? I figured the hole was as deep as anyone would actually need. Don't you put this on me. Maybe you're the problem. Look, things got...
Jeez, narrator.
I think we both said some things we didn't mean. Why don't we just put all this behind us and agree to just call the hole mostly infinite? If that works for you, then go ahead and press the teleport button to warp up to the top of the hole and we can move on. I'll just be up here when you're ready.
Alright.
Great. Now, I'm very excited to show you even more of my ideas for the sequel.
Mostly infinite hole. Free achievement. Wow.
Now here's something special. You remember that broken test achievement that got left in the game on accident? Well, I'm developing a technology to simply give you the achievement. Yes, you see, you'll come to this lever, and when you pull it, the achievement will be given to you. It's as simple as that. Okay, perhaps I should have clarified. This is technology that will exist. Right now, the achievement is still fully broken. I'm not a wizard, Stanley. I guarantee it will be fixed in the sequel to at last satisfy the hordes of ravenous fans all over the world who have been uproariously demanding this feature. Gamers, we hear you, and I promise it will happen. What else? What
Gamers.
other exhibits haven't we seen yet?
New. Oh, confusing. Oh, God. I guess there's the collectibles section. Wow.
Ah, collectibles. Now it's a real video game. In the Stanley Parable 2, you'll run around gathering up these miniature Stanley figurines. And what's truly innovative is that there will be no reward for collecting all of them. I don't want to stifle the intrinsic joy of watching a number go up. You simply collect all of them, and then you move the hell on with your unremarkable life.
Oh my God, this looks weird. Oh my gosh. Wow.
God, it really is the worst when you collect everything in a video game and then they give you a big fancy reward for it. Absolutely tragic.
Tragic. Is there anything else I haven't seen? Settings World Champion. Epilogue collectibles. Okay, I think I've seen everything in here. But that was cool. It was pretty neat. Graded a 6 out of 10 experience.
All right, have you seen everything you wanted to? Ready to move on now?
Yes, please.
So, Stanley, what do you think? Do you like all of the new features? Yes, I know it's not exactly clear yet how exactly these features will come together as one single coherent video game, but I can feel it in my soul. It's going to work. There's definitely a good game in there somewhere. Say, let's do an experiment. I'll arrange these new features together, and we'll see whether or not it coheres into a meaningful gameplay experience. Okay, are you ready? Here it is. I give you the Stanley Parable 2.
Wow.
Well, I mean, there's potential here, right? It's sort of... Okay, never mind. Hold on, let me do a different arrangement. Okay, yes, this is much better. I feel good about this. Here we go. Version 2. Who am I kidding, Stanley? This isn't a coherent video game at all. It's a lot of gags. And I do very much enjoy creating gags, but they don't add up to anything. I wanted more than anything to create a sequel that would capture all the magic of the first game. I wanted fans to love it. No matter how good these gags are, they won't stand on their own. They would need the structure and the gameplay of the original. Wait, maybe that's it. I can take the original Stanley Parable and simply, well, insert a few of my new features into it. Tastefully, of course. With respect. With care for the vision and integrity of the original game. Would it possibly work? I suppose it could. But it would need a really, really tremendous title screen. A title screen that says with bold and uncompromising conviction, "This is the Stanley Parable 2. Let me see if I can whip something up. All right, perfect. Go ahead. Take a look.
Oh my gosh. Well, really? What? Okay. That's pretty cool. You got me there with that one. Oh gosh, okay.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big city where he was employee
Oh my
number
God.
427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Wow. The balloons are kind of fun. Not gonna lie.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
So, like, is this still a continuation of the one ending, or is this actually, like, just how it is now? Oh, we get the bucket.
Stanley picked up the bucket. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left. Still no one was here. Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever. Perhaps his boss's office was where he'd find answers.
Oh my god.
Oh, Stanley, can you feel it? The broom closet. It wants the bucket. You can feel that, can't you? The aura of jealousy? It's as clear as day. This broom closet believes it deserves the bucket. I can really feel it now. It's a bucket. It belongs in a broom closet. That's what the broom closet is trying to say here. It's supposed to go with the other cleaning supplies. Good for you, Stanley. Don't give in. Don't hand over the bucket. I know how hard it must be, given the pressure that the broom closet is putting on your shoulders right now, but you have to be strong. This is your bucket. This is your companion and lifelong friend.
That's right.
Hand it over. Oh no. We're getting into name-calling now, it seems. Is this how low the broom closet has sunk that it has to resort to this stream of petty insults simply in order to get you to hand over the bucket? Stanley, I never liked this broom closet for a variety of reasons, but even this is worse than I had imagined. And wait, now the broom closet has the gall to imply that you and the bucket are not truly deep and lasting friends? That your relationship is purely superficial and convenient? That your life is so banal and meaningless that you'd feel the same sort of kinship towards any inanimate object which happened to lay in your path in an even partially enticing manner? Well, I'd never. Go on, Stanley. Lay into it. Really tell the broom closet off for its demeaning comments. Expand on the wide variety of experiences you and the bucket have shared together. Go through each of them point by point. Share your journal entries detailing the rich emotional landscape of your feelings for the bucket as they have changed and evolved over the years. Let him have it.
Well, broom bucket. Broom closet. You don't know me and Mr. Bucket like that.
I got you something which I think will help settle this debate once and for all. Here we go. There.
Oh my gosh.
No more debate, no more discussion. Take a hike, broom closet, with all your meandering philosophical diatribes about the nature of cleaning supplies and their relationship to broom closets in the natural order of things.
Thank you, Mr. Narrator. Appreciate the support.
All right, I've got a second sticker back here, and I'm going to slap it on as well because I think it's appropriate. You see, I feel that it works because the sticker is also a bucket. That way, if you're ever unsure whether the thing you're holding is a bucket or not, you can look down at this sticker and say to yourself, ah, it's a bucket. There really is a wide variety of applications for this sticker.
Amazing.
You know what? I could take the name-calling and the dismissal of your kinship with the bucket, but now the broom closet is just giving us the silent treatment. And to be honest, I'm sick of the pettiness on display. You can stay here all you like, but I've had it with this impetulant room of cleaning supplies. Easily the most childish such room I've ever been in. I'll see you outside, and we can get on with the story about you and your bucket.
You heard him. See you later, broom closet.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
Oh, the door is locked.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed by the weight of this revelation, but Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it that the bucket knew all along? Was the bucket guiding him? Yes, this is certainly the most logical explanation. The elevator raced downward, plummeting towards an unknown fate. It would be all Stanley could do to keep himself together, if not for the bucket. Soothing him, comforting him, reassuring that in this darkest moment of uncertainty, he would be all right. The bucket is here for you, Stanley. Everything will be fine.
Oh my god. How I feel with my stuffed animals.
Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control Facility. lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley and the bucket both wondered to themselves.
In the bucket. Oh, man.
The monitors jumped to life, and Stanley nearly dropped the bucket in shock. Everyone in the office was being videotaped, monitored like guinea pigs. The bucket had never seen anything like this, and it very nearly burst into tears as Stanley cradled it gently, reassuring it that everything would be fine.
It's okay, Bucket.
Was the bucket under the mind control facility's influence as well? Had the bucket been told to do things it didn't wish to do? What kinds of things does a bucket want to do or not want to do in the first place? These questions raced furiously in Stanley's feeble mind. No! He screamed into the bucket. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control, never! He squeezed the bucket tighter. His one friend in the entire world. At this point, he could trust no one except for the bucket.
Bucket
But here
gets
was
me.
the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions, happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he and the bucket would dismantle the controls for good. Two best friends, Stanley and the bucket, up against the world. They high-fived in a really cool way, and the bucket made a sassy comment about taking down the Stanley and the bucket. Was it over? Yes, they had done it. Stanley and the bucket had defeated their greatest and darkest enemy, freed themselves from the tyrannical grip of the evil...
I don't know why this is so funny.
Freedom was now mere moments away. Excitedly, the two of them began to discuss the kind of life they wanted to live once they stepped through this massive door. The bucket wanted to learn to roller skate. Stanley wanted to sneeze in every country on Earth. Both of them wanted to begin watching a movie, any movie, but then stop it halfway through and begin watching it in reverse from the end. True, it was a simple life they envisioned, but it was one they'd lived together, with one another to lean on, to trust, to support, and...
Oh,
What? Wait.
oh no.
Why had the door stopped? Was Stanley and the bucket not about to be freed? An unbearable silence filled the room, lingering.
Oh my god.
Until finally the truth hit Stanley square in the face. This building did not want the bucket to leave. Even the facility itself recognized the incredible calming presence of the bucket.
Oh my
Needed
god.
the soothing warmth of the bucket. Would go to any lengths not to part with the bucket. No, no, no. Stanley can't leave this place. Not while he has such a precious bucket in his arms. Not while this building has anything to say about it. Stanley realized he would never again leave this very room. But at least he has the bucket. To be trapped eternally in darkness isn't really so bad, Stanley thought to himself. As long as I have my bucket with me, right? I'll be okay, won't I? Stanley gulped. Very soon now, he was about to find out.
Okay. Well, clearly there's a lot we can do now with Mr. Bucket. Whew. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay. Well, I think we gotta stop it there for now. Oh, that looks so weird. Is it just gonna be called the Stanley Parable 2 now? Do I not get the Ultra Deluxe menu anymore? That's so crazy. Oh, okay. Well, I need to stop for now because I'm getting pretty tired. Probably gonna sleep for a couple hours and then stay up tonight. So I have to work tomorrow night. But this was interesting. Hopefully y'all also enjoyed it. Yawn. I love the narrator. You never know what you're going to get in this game. Alrighty, I think that's gonna be it. I'll see you later. Thanks for tuning in.